You might think that your YouTube problem is confident, but the real reason that your content doesn't feel like you, Buki, is so much deeper than that. So, in this video, I want to talk to you about what's actually causing that disconnect, why your content feels like off, even though you think that you are doing everything right, and just how to shift into the version of your channel that just feels like an extension of who you truly are. And if you're like, girl, yes, that's me, make sure that you sign up for the YouTube Glow Up Challenge, because that's going to be the thing that helps you really anchor back into your core being and help you stay consistent on your particular channel. Okay, so here's the thing, Boogie. You are performing instead of expressing. When you go to record, you go to hit that record button, it's almost as if you transform into somebody else. You start talking differently, you start explaining things differently, you trying to sound a certain way, you acting brand new because you think that that's what people want from you. And that is literally the disconnect, because you're not expressing, you're literally editing yourself in real time. You out here trying to shape yourself into something more acceptable instead of just being who you are and letting people decide if they fuck with that or not. And underneath all of that literally is the belief that you aren't enough. But here's the thing, the people that you watch, that you are trying to emulate, it works for them because they're being who they are. They're creating from themselves, not for the approval of their ideal clients or target market or whatever. That's literally like putting on an outfit that looked so amazing, so good on somebody else. We have seen these photos circulate the internet. It looks good on somebody else. It looks good on the mannequin. It looks good on the model on the website. And then you get the outfit, you get the dress, you put that jank on, and you're like, they did not say hips sold separately. And the reality is they're the same. They're the same outfits, but you can feel that it's off. You can feel that it's not for you. You can feel it doesn't fit you well. So do you wear it anyways? No, you send that shit back. That's literally you trying to create your video. You're adjusting, you're overthinking, you're trying to make things work. And it just still doesn't feel right because it's not built from you. It's built from what you think will work. And if that's hidden a little bit, we need to talk about where that's actually coming from. Because just like a lot of other people, the way that you've kind of been told to show up on YouTube didn't actually come from you. It came from what you told works. Do this, say this, do it like a this, say it like a this, structure it like a this, talking like a this, have your background looking like a this. And it's not that any of those things are like inherently bad, but when you are told to take all of that and stack that up, what ends up happening is there isn't really room for you to take it and really just make it your own. Slowly but surely along the way, you start to like lose your voice. So it's kind of like being handed a blueprint to someone else's house. And now you're trying to live in that house like that's your house. Like, of course it feels off. It feels weird being in this space. Like, it feels weird. It feels off. Because it wasn't built for you. It was built for them. You need to make your own modifications to the house for it to feel like yours. What do you want? But what happened is you started believing that if you just followed what other successful people were doing close enough, you too shall have this success. You're gonna get the same result. So you watch the creators you love and you try to emulate them. But you are not them. You are you. The only reason it works for them is because they are literally being themselves. And when everything that you are building or doing is coming from that, it's no wonder like your content doesn't feel like you, because content that actually feels aligned, like that comes from your perspective, that comes from your lived experiences, that comes from your patterns, that comes from the way that you think. But honey, if you have been building just from templates, from other people's delivery, from what you've been told works, and that is the only way that it works, then of course something's gonna feel off. It's like cooking a recipe that was never adjusted for your taste. You can follow that recipe exactly to the T, to the tablespoon, and you could still be sitting there like something something's off, something's off. Like, maybe you don't like the garlic. The recipe calls for the garlic, so you make the recipe with the garlic knowing you don't like garlic. So don't put the garlic in the fucking recipe. You know, like you don't have to. You don't have to. Try something different. Modify that recipe to match your taste. That's what's happening with your content. It's not that you don't know what to say. I guarantee you, if you was sitting across from me right now, we was having a kiki and you just started telling me about, you could tell me all the things. I guarantee it. The issue is that your content isn't just, it's not anchored into you yet. So the shift is not about you becoming more confident. That's why I don't really create like how to become more confident on YouTube. Camera confidence 101 on YouTube. Like, no, because it's much deeper than that. This is about you becoming more honest in how you show up. Say the things the way that you would actually say the thing. Like natural cadence be enough. Stop being so hyper fucking aware of every and ah. You're human. You're human. Did we forget? Did we forget? And let people decide if they resonate with you and your message and all the things. Stop trying to earn it. The fuck? They lucky to get to work with you. They are lucky to be able to be in your world. They are lucky to be able to, like, girl, the goal is not to sound right. Listen, that's not what we're doing this. The goal is to feel like you when you show up. If someone dead ass met you on the street today and y'all got to talking, are you going to feel like a completely different person in person versus what they see online? When you really let this concept land and you really start showing up as you, things start to shift without you having to force. And this is exactly why I created the YouTube Glow Up Challenge. This is about helping you come back to yourself in your content. I'm doing something, I'm telling you right now, no other YouTube coach, expert, whatever, is going to do, because I'm hands down, I would say put some money on it, but I don't know if that's legal. I don't know if we could legally be making parlays and bets and stuff. But I'm just saying, I'm going to bring you back to you. I'll bring you back to your core, okay? And we're going to make sure that you stay consistent this time. When you start posting on YouTube, or if you haven't even started, that when you do start, you keep going, okay? So to grab your spot, just it's somewhere below. It's somewhere below. It'll be easy to find, okay? Now, I want you to watch this video next where you're going to learn how to stay consistent on YouTube without burning out, so that you can stop having these little bursts of like, oh my gosh, I'm motivated. Okay, I'm going to start. Okay, I'm going to disappear. Okay, now I'm back. Like, honey, no, we're going to get you consistent. We're going to get you right. And that way also, if anything happens in your life, because again, what did I say? We are human. Things will happen, that it's not something that causes you to really like fall off. Unless it's like super serious and it's really like, out of your hands. But nonetheless, we're going to do what we can do to get you anchored into your consistency. I will see you over there.